Steven, how many pairs of shoes did you have in your closet when we lived at our old house?
Like 160 pairs of shoes.
How many of them had you not worn in, a year or more?
Probably 120.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
You guys, today we're talking about how we are kind of retraining our minds to think about what we wear, how much we wear it, how much we spend on it, what do we need, what do we not need, and who we're getting dressed for.
Exactly.
And kind of how to make it easier on ourselves and giving all of you the permission to wear what you want and not what other people want you to wear.
Take a listen.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Mizell Show.
An inspiration for a new generation.
Hi, I'm Alanna Mizell, a loving mother of two, a devoted wife to Steven, and an entrepreneur helping women realize their dreams and potential.
And I'm Steven Mizell, caring father of two, a devoted husband to Alanna, and a driving force to help young men prepare for life after college football.
And if that wasn't enough, we're a biracial couple.
She was raised in the North, but I was raised in the South.
The only thing normal about our lives, who am I kidding? It's never normal around here. Join us for the Mizell Show.
Right now.
Steven's being mean to me.
Never.
He just called me a doofus.
No, I didn't. You called yourself a doofus.
I know,
you
but
can't...
then you said that I'm going to record it while you're talking to yourself and said that you're being a doofus.
Well, it's a personal problem. We're back on the Mizell Show with the daily antics. Another week in the Mizell house. Of course, none without any fun stuff.
Entertainment. Always something.
Always something. But it's just a day in the life, you know. Adele, just got a little sick today. Weren't expecting that. Mm-mm. But she's feeling better now. So I think it's something that she ate, but she
and I always
back.
prefer, if we don't make it to the toilet, at least it's on like regular floor and not on carpet.
Yeah, I'm glad it's on concrete instead of like the
we
mag
have stained concrete floors.
Exactly. Other news: Mizells have still not found a house. So if you're listening to this in the Memphis area,
still not.
Let us know. Still looking for a house.
It's going great.
But we are narrowing down some things that we like and don't like, and vicinities and other things, I believe. Yeah. Alanna's not as optimistic as Steven, as you hear it in her voice.
I'm just ready.
Yeah, you're ready. You're definitely ready.
I'm ready to find our home. I'm ready to do my thing.
What's your thing?
Just like...
decor?
Yeah,
things,
but like just be creative. Yeah. And for those that don't know, we've been in a rental for the last year and a half.
Yeah, been a rental through some life changes. I think that's kind of...
Right. Well, like that doesn't lend to doing a ton of like decor things, or I didn't really want to do them because even a matter of like changing out prints and things to like freshen up the space, I didn't feel like it.
Yeah. Because
I felt like there was always going to be a time pretty soon that we would be changing where we were. Anyway, so in the midst of all of that change has led to this purge wanting to
massive. I think you guys if you guys listen to our podcast, we kind of, I'm a realtor. We talk about everything on this podcast. Yeah. And the last house we were in, our first house, was way too big for us to buy, but we bought it and got a good deal on it. But the stereotypical American way is that if you have the space, you use it. And we used a lot of it. We didn't use all of it, but we...
Well, when it was just us, we didn't use nearly all of it.
No, you're right.
And then as we added children...
And humans.
Human beings to our lives. Yeah. Then, the space got taken up. Like, there was a space that was my craft room, which turned into Briggs's nursery. Yeah. So it was very practical space. It was just large.
It was large.
And so from there, we got rid of a ton of things.
We got rid of a ton of things. So we went from like 3,800 square feet to about 1,700 square feet.
1,700, yeah.
And I was very negative towards Alanna. I was like, it ain't going to work. But I started to...
It ain't going to fit.
That's why I think 2 years ago, we tap danced on like getting rid of things. Yeah. And I think right now we are in a very different place in our lives, and I'm happy about it, that we are like really honing in, and I looked at Alanna, I was like, I'm going to become a minimalist. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get rid of some things.
Yeah, he used this term minimalist. I'm like, I think you need to do a little dictionary search on what that means. And I don't know what the term is, but really what we've started to lean towards, there's a girl I follow, her name's Natalie Borton, and she's in California. And she just had a vibe. And I'm all about
the
vibe of a person.
Yeah.
The vibe of the gut feeling that I get when I meet somebody, the gut feeling that I get when I walk to a house, the gut feeling when I go to a city.
Yeah.
I pretty much know
from the jump
how this is going to go.
Yeah,
and then it's going to take me a very long time to change my feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just how I am. Yeah. And so I got this vibe with her, and then I was watching her highlights, and she shares her outfit almost every single day. And what I've noticed is, so we actually talked about her last time because she was what kind of triggered our dog feels the need to growl at probably nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing right now. And so
Anyway, just ignore her. Yeah. Maple, be quiet. Anyway, so what I've noticed is that it's almost kind of like Spark Joy with Marie Kondo, which you didn't watch.
I didn't like Marie Kondo.
No,
Marie but Marie put you in a different place though. It was
right. It was a little extreme, but I did. That was like the pinnacle, the turning point. It started. Of I don't need all this.
Yeah.
And so then I also was like, okay, what do I really wear? I don't wear tie-dye. You want to wear tie-dye? You do you. I don't wear tie-dye. Do I own tie-dye as of now? No. Did I? Yes.
Did you tie-dye some things?
Yes. Did I wear them? Yeah. No. Do I like my kids wearing them? Absolutely not.
No, yeah. But I think something else that, I lean on Alanna a lot for design, decor, fashion, certain things. It's what do you think, Alanna? And so she really introduced me to this mindset. And we'll talk more about it in this episode, but a capsule wardrobe. I had never known what that was.
Yeah, and last fall was my first one.
There's the first one. And me and my philosophy, probably going back to high school, it was always more. Let me go get more. The larger the closet, the larger the wardrobe.
How much of that is cultural?
I would say probably a lot of it's culture, but I wouldn't say culture is also probably the generation. Because I think a lot of people think more.
You've been a sneakerhead for a hot second.
I've been a sneakerhead, but also I was a clothes head. I guess you
would
call it.
Oh my gosh, y'all!
Stop
At
it.
our old house, I wish I still had pictures.
Yes.
People would clown on me when they saw, because our
downstairs master closet was just you.
Was just me. And they'd be like, oh, of course it's just you down here. And I said, oh, you just wait till you see Steven's closet upstairs.
So Steven's closet was upstairs, and it was a lot.
It was a full day of going through.
It was a full day. It was a cedar closet. It was a lot of stuff.
There was stuff in there that I was like, I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, and so you had this whole philosophy of more. I think that's a philosophy a lot of people in America share.
I think that is the American philosophy.
Yeah. So you have more.
From, it used to just be small, medium, large, and now it's jumbo size.
Jumbo size. And then who had the philosophy of you can't wear something more than once, or you can't be seen in this shirt more than every week? And so I would
that would be Americans.
Americans. So I would buy multiple things, and I would have things that I would literally wear in September and not wear again until almost next September. And Alanna was like, if you don't remember the last time you wore it, you probably don't need it. Oh, I'm going to wear it. And I never ended up wearing it.
Super fun fact. So I actually learned that when I was in undergrad.
Okay.
In relation to kitchens. To kitchen design.
Kitchens?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my professor, I had a class called Residential Kitchen Planning where we had to learn.
Kitchens and fashions come together on the Mizell show.
Right. So we had to learn how to draw kitchens to scale. And everybody hated the class, but once you did it, it was this is my baby. Yeah. Nobody better touch this thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so my professor said how you design a kitchen is based off of use. And so, of course, if you're at the stove, your spoons and spatulas should be near the stove.
Yes.
That's just logic.
Logic. You grab
so then on the other side needs to be pot handles and those kind of things, the gloves and things, right? Mm-hmm. So then she was kind of talking about how when you're actually helping a client, because what we did was we helped a client renovate their kitchen, and they picked one of ours. Okay. We don't know who they picked because she didn't want anybody to know. Anyway, so, but we had to list what items of that client were going to go where.
Yes.
So she also went through the fact that when you're working with an actual client, if they have not used the kitchen item in a year, it gets thrown out.
Okay, that makes sense.
They don't need it.
They don't need it because they haven't used it. That's why.
Right. Yeah. So, like, I'm thinking of current kitchen items, and I'm like, we can throw that out. Yeah, really, we're not going to throw it out. We're going to sell it. Or give it away.
Or give it away.
That's what we do. So, that's the same philosophy with our clothes.
Yeah.
And there's a color palette. And that's the whole premise of a capsule wardrobe, is that it's taking all of your clothes and saying, okay, I've got 5 pairs of pants, or like 3 pairs of pants, 2 skirts, and 2 dresses.
Yeah.
And then I've got X number of tops, and I've got a few, depending on the season, I've got 2 sweaters and a jacket.
Yeah.
And from that, how many outfits can you make? Yeah. As long as they're in similar color tones and moods and kind of what you like and will wear, then you can make a gazillion. And what was funny is a couple weeks ago, I went over to H&M and I got a jumpsuit that I actually ended up returning because I was like, yes, I can make outfits out of this, but long term, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And Steven was like, I think you just came out with 5 different outfits. And I was like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
And then realizing, am I going to wear this or am I not going to
wear it? Yeah, and that's with the jumper. The jumper you got, and you're like, it's nice, but the pattern was like, I think too much.
It was,
and
you
would be, yeah. It's long, so it's a great philosophy. And so with me and talking to Alanna, it's like, oh, this whole capsule thing. And something I think we struggle with and kind of go hand in hand is that you want more, but when you get more, you then don't use it, or you water it down, or you can get something very finite and very nice and use it to the T. So I struggle with buying expensive things, hypothetically, let's say. And so I love a good pair of joggers.
Steven struggles with swiping the card and buying it.
Yeah. So when I met Alanna,
most buyer's remorse I've ever seen in my life.
I do have buyer's. So when I met Alanna, let's just break this down. I had, throw it out here, 20 pair of joggers. Probably end up wearing 5 to 8 of them. And Alana's like, why don't you just go buy 2 pair of Lululemon
that you love?
Now they're expensive, but you
love the ones you wear,
and just wear them. My philosophy, well, they cost too much, and I can't wear the same.
I was like, you have 20 pairs, and you wear 5 of them. If you calculated how much you spent on all 20 pairs, you're actually saving money by having 2 to 3 pairs of Lululemon.
And that's the whole philosophy, is finding something that's really good and using it instead of going out and having so many of these things. And that's something that...
Y'all, that may not be... The other thing to think about there is like, okay, a couple t-shirts I bought. I got them on sale, Banana Republic Factory, a white one, a black one. I know I'm going to wear them a gazillion times. But then you can buy something at Target that's $10 to accessorize with.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't even know where we're going with this, but I actually heard this on, it was on a reel. If you spend 20 minutes of your day on something, you've ended up wasting a year of your life. So how many times have you looked at your closet and spent more than 20 minutes trying to figure out your outfit?
Yeah.
So you've wasted a year of your life on outfits, and probably it was because you felt bad that you hadn't worn item X in a long time, like, I got to make this work. And you kept trying it on and kept trying it on, and actually it didn't make you feel good.
Yeah.
Well, what if you just knew that you were going to buy those 2 Lululemon joggers and you were going to put one of those on and then put on the shirt that actually feels good to you, and then you're out the door?
Yeah.
Or you're on to the next thing. And like, that's not shameful. It's just, it's okay.
It's okay.
And you don't have to be, there are classic pieces, like a classic pair of jeans, or black, white, gray, olive green is one of my favorite colors. So that's woven throughout my wardrobe. When you look at my shoes, I've got a pair of black loafers, a pair of brown loafers. Actually, I don't have a pair of black loafers.
You're trying
a pair of brown loafers, gray, tan. And then I don't have a ton of black shoes because I usually wear black on the top, and I don't like black and black. And anyway, so like intentionally looking at that, y'all, I even got rid of almost all of my tennis shoes.
Yeah, it's about changing your mindset. And I think we are in a point and we're reevaluating our mindset. As you both know, we've changed like looking at changing careers. Well, I've changed careers, and it's just re-evaluating and
like who am I buying them for? Am I buying them for me, who I feel more confident, I'm smiling more because I've got them on, or y'all, at times we would go to football practice and I would change my outfit so that it would be
acceptable for people looking at it.
Right, because of the industry that Steven was in. And you guys, a part of that is a product of the industry. But massive part of that is my own insecurities. Yeah. Because guess what? They don't care if I wear the same pair of tennis shoes because they don't care about what I have on.
Yeah. It's about what you feel, and it goes back. Yeah.
But like, did I feel better? I would say that a lot of times I was trying to figure out why none of them commented on my tennis shoe that day, because I specifically tried real hard for my tennis shoe. Yeah. You know, it's just like, and then why do I care what a 18, 19, 20-year-old says? Yeah. Like, love them. Yeah, it love them dearly. Yep. But the fact that what it comes down to is, was I picking out the items for the joy that it could bring me, and the peace that it could bring me, and the tranquility and the confidence that it could bring my own body, or was I selecting it for outward appearance?
And I think we have both been going through this transformation of a lot of inner thinking to change the outer appearance that we're going through, because I'm the same way. I mean, you look at it from a standpoint of, like, for instance, you said you're selling off your shoes. You sold a bunch of your shoes, and then you went and bought a pair of On Clouds, and you love them. The colors.
I literally wore them 4 days in a row.
Why not? But like,
I probably would have worn them 5 if I had gone anywhere today. But they are black, gray. They've got like this tannish
mauve
color on them. And they've got white. I'm like, are those not the perfect shoe ever?
And it goes through every color. And yes, so we're listening to this. You listen to the podcast, you think about Steven. Yes, Steven is selling his sneakers.
Steven, okay, y'all, when we left Country Place, I counted, actually posted this on my Instagram. I wonder if I could find it. Anyway, I counted the number of pairs of shoes that Steven had, and it was well over 100.
It was like 112.
It was a lot. And that was after Steven had gotten rid of some.
I got rid of 40 pairs.
Did you know that I sell makeup? Not only do I sell makeup, but the makeup that I sell is 3D makeup, which allows you to highlight and contour your face in a super simple compact. As a mom, I could not survive without my simplified routine. Not only that, but it's exactly what you need. Exactly when you need it, all in one spot. Go ahead and check out Alanna Mizell on Instagram or alannamizell.com to learn more.
People are like, I was like, they saw me Steven getting rid of shoes, and they were like, oh my gosh, Steven's getting rid of shoes. And I was like, no.
You're not seeing what else is left.
You're not seeing what else is left. Yeah. And then a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. About
2 weeks ago. Steven goes, I started selling my Jordans, and I was like, are you feeling okay? Do you have COVID? What's going on? Like, what is happening? And you guys, I say that understanding that there are people that are dying from COVID right now, but it was more so like something's got to be wrong with Steven for him to sell Jordans.
Yeah, I've sold my Jordans. I've sold some of my Air Maxes. I am letting go of the shoes, and I think it's something that I've changed industries, and I'm seeing a different culture. I'm seeing a different perspective, and I'm seeing things that are not really that important. And it's the fact that, I had a conversation, barbershop talk, and I was talking about barber. We're close to the same age, and I was just like, dude, in this job, like, I have a supervisor that I love. He's awesome. And I kind of look up to him and his philosophy on finances, and I'm like, the dude has he's
one of those that is just like, you just know he has good money sense.
He has smart money sense, and I'm just like,
and always has.
The dude has probably 3 pair of Cole Haans, and he just wears them in a rotation, and he kills his job. The people he goes and presents to, they care, don't care. It's like,
he's wearing a nice pair of shoes. He gets the ones he likes,
and he wears them.
I think he may have 10 polos.
He might have 10 polos.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And they're all Ole Miss colors.
Yeah. most of them are almost pretty close.
Other than that, they're pastel something.
Yeah, pastel something, yeah.
It's what he likes to wear. He wears the same pairs of pants, whether it's a casual day or not.
Yeah.
Like, that's just who he's like, why would I wear more than that?
Yeah.
When this makes me comfortable and confident, and I would rather spend my money on other things.
And
they're quality items.
Yeah.
So it's the same philosophy as that Natalie has. Natalie, you can even see it. You know, she's got a very expensive pair of jeans. But let me tell you what, if she's going to put jeans on, they're going to be, like, I could tell you what pairs of jeans they are. Yeah. They're going to be one of 3 pairs of jeans.
Yeah.
And, and to me, that doesn't negate her from going to Target and buying things. But if she does, they're going to be things that fit her capsule. So her entire wardrobe is around the same capsule colors.
So give me a number. What does the capsule look like? Is it like 6 pieces, 8 pieces?
It depends on the person.
Okay.
You know, it depends on the person, and it depends on, you know, what you can afford, what you can't afford. And one of the things that I'm really trying to do is not buy anything new. Like brand new with the tag on
I'm
it.
Definitely, I'm game for that. So
because there's so much waste in this world, and
a lot is going green, people.
No, don't get crazy. I still got paper towels up in here.
Oh my god.
But there's so much waste.
Yeah.
And even to me, if I can get it with a tag still on it, and I'm getting it through Mercari or Poshmark, and pay the same price or a little bit less, I'm going to go that route.
Yes, and that's one thing that we will say. Like, we'll go to Target every once in a while, or maybe Banana Republic, but the majority of the items we are buying is resale or thrift. Yeah. Our hotspots online are an app called Poshmark and Mercari.
M-A-R-K, Poshmark.
Yeah, Poshmark. And then Mercari is M-E-R-C-A-R-I. And I'm a fan of both of those sites in which you can actually go. You can save searches. You can find things. Some of the things are brand new. You can also you can offer or bid people on them.
That, and you can filter. Like if you specifically want something brand new, you can filter it to that.
Free shipping, all those things, and it's really, really helpful. So it's something that, again, we're talking about this because we always challenge you as listeners. Where can you reevaluate things?
But also, like, think about. There's nothing wrong with Target, you guys. Target is super cute. Yeah. We love it. But think about what do you generate, like if you are going to go somewhere, you're going to go somewhat casual out with your girlfriends, going to go on a date. What are you going to grab? What's going to make you feel like
probably
$1 million?
Something you always wear.
Right.
Yeah, something you exactly.
Right. Like you're probably not going to step out. Like you're going to want to be comfortable.
And you're going to wear something.
Or like say you've got a presentation. What are you going to pick out?
Something that you feel.
Yeah. And I would bet that those like big moment items are going to probably have the same colors in them.
Yeah.
Or similar colors. And then from there, actually, there's a blog post by Erin with Cotton Stem. So cottonstem.com. And if you just look that up and then type in on her search bar, capsule wardrobe, she actually has a PDF that can walk you through it. Can we link that? We can link that in the show notes.
Yeah.
So it has a PDF that can walk you through how to create your first capsule wardrobe. It's fantastic. It's so great. And really, it's all about, okay, let's take this all out. Take everything out of your closet is the ideal.
Yeah.
And go through every single piece. And then go, okay, can I make more than one outfit out of this item?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then do you really love it?
Yeah.
And, you know, it does help to kind of go in and then say, okay, this fall, I realize I've only got one sweater. I probably need another sweater. And then you're going into Target saying, okay, I need a camel colored sweater. I don't want it to have buttons. I do want it to have buttons. I want a collar.
So
I don't want a collar.
That one thing
versus being like, oh, a New Day just came out with a new set of fall clothes. Oh my gosh, look at Universal Thread. It just changes your narrative. And then if you know that you've got that, and then you're like, okay, but I do have some money to accessorize. I can go buy the $10 headband. You know, those type things. As long as it's going to match your capsule.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. And so.
And y'all, I'm telling you, it will create so much freedom in your head and in your heart once you know, especially when you're getting up and getting ready to go to work. When you know, I've got something in my closet that I know I can wear that fits me, that makes me feel good. You're going to be able to focus on other things that truly matter.
Yeah, that's something that, you know, selling these shoes has, It's freeing. It's exciting. I enjoy it, and I enjoy it because I feel like I'm freeing myself and tying myself to something that I don't wear and I don't need, and like I let it go because like during the week, in my new work setting, it's business casual, so I'm not wearing sneakers to work, and so on the 3 days a week that I can wear them, I usually put on a pair that I always put on. It's like my
go-to ones.
The go-to ones.
Yeah.
And so, as we wrap this up, what are some brands that you are leaning towards that we can share with the audience that you're enjoying and are becoming staples to your capsule?
Gosh. Okay. So, just my like regular.
I mean, something that you've come up on recently.
Yeah. Madewell is one of my favorites because of the ethical philosophy. Actually, if you go onto their website, it says pre-loved. So they have all these pre-loved jeans that are Madewell jeans. They go over the quality of them and they sell them at a discounted price. You can actually take in a pair of your own jeans and they will give you a discount for the store. So if you wanted to buy a pair of new Madewell jeans, they are expensive, y'all. But
swerve, somebody listen like, oh my goodness, Madewell, they cost $160. But if you go buy,
cost $128.
But you go buy 2 pair of Target or Old Navy jeans.
Old Navy's getting expensive.
That's what I'm saying. You can get you a good pair of Madewell and rock them with a lot, or have like 6 different.
Right. So here's my thing as far as going into Madewell. Go get a basic black skinny jean, no holes, those type of things that you can wear in any setting. Yeah. Go get a plain jean that is a medium wash or a dark wash or whatever wash color you like. No holes. Like, I know that holes are cute and all that, but I would suggest get those whole trendy jeans on a resale site or on the Pre-Loved by Madewell. So they are an ethically conscious brand. They make their clothes and utilize cotton. They try to do as much in the United States as possible. They're extremely ethically conscious brand. They take care of people, which is so important. There's another company out of Nashville called Able, and they actually, the large majority of their workforce are women that have either been incarcerated or have been on probation or some other reason that they would have a really hard time getting a different job. And then they teach them those trade skills. So they make all of their jewelry in Nashville, y'all. It is beautiful. Hand-done jewelry. And they have fabulous leather goods. And they actually, their size range is wider than Madewell's is. As Madewell, I think, goes up to 3X. And Able, I believe, is going beyond 3X and like 80-something% of their fall line, which is incredible. And y'all, both of these brands do they essentially are capsule wardrobes within. And when you guys, when you look at kind of more boutique, higher level brands, if you look at, say you go on Madewell or Able's new releases, and you look at the colorway for fall, y'all, that's a capsule wardrobe. They're not going to sell you things for fall that they can't multi-buy together. So they want you to bundle outfits. Right? They're teaching you how to do it. And that's, a lot of brands are doing that. So like when you go on Loft's website, you'll see one pattern that they pick for fall that they'll do in a shirt, a skirt, a blazer, a headband, a scarf. Y'all, that's a capsule. So Able, Madewell does have men. Able does not now. Mango is another company.
Mango's a good one.
Mango. That's online. They do have men. Love them, love them, love them. There is another company that I love. Her name is Frida Salvado. Salvado. She is out of Southern California. They make all of their shoes in-house. They are expensive shoes.
But they're leather. They're genuine leather.
They are genuine
made
leather,
by hand.
individually made by hand. And they also are only sourced in the United States.
And so it's good that you're
it's things like that, y'all. Like, I'm not saying buy a trendy, like, purple pair of shoes from them. I'm saying buy your camel-colored loafer that you know is going to last. Seychelles is another one, Syechelles. So they're a genuine leather company. They make phenomenal products. Same with, like, I'm not too familiar with the ethics behind Cole Haan and things like that, but that's a great shoe that is worth the money.
Worth the money, and you can
worth the investment, y'all.
Yeah.
Lululemon is a phenomenal, ethically conscious company. They're out of Canada, for those that don't know.
Yeah.
But even how they make their goods, how they do their threading, very ethically conscious company. They try to reserve and preserve as much as they can. And y'all, these items will be a little bit more expensive. But I swear to you, if you are more conscious about what you're spending, where you're spending it, you'll actually end up saving money. Because that pair of Madewell jeans that has no holes in it is a medium wash. You then wear in winter, spring, summer, fall. You wear all year.
All year.
Versus being like, oh, I've got to buy this pair because it's spring. No, that is your staple pair of jeans right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great. That's great to share. Yeah. For me, I would say, Target's men's pants, their golf pants, are like tremendous.
They're a good Lulu dupe.
Good. They're Lulu dupe, and they're tremendous.
Yeah.
I have those as a staple. Another company called Blight, BLYT, I believe.
TH. Oh, no. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Blight is a good one. And then another brand that I actually found when we were down in Oxford for a quick trip, the Normal brand.
Yeah.
These are just items that feel great. I don't know the ethics behind Blight and Normal brand, but I like how they feel. And they're staple items for me to be able to wear.
Another good line within that is like ethically conscious. There's a conscious brand collection at H&M that is all re-preserved cotton.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at most universal thread items at Target, they reuse cotton.
Okay.
So there are parts of within companies that they really are trying to do things like that. I would just kind of, if you have the time and have the space to do that, double check kind of where your products are being made. There are, I can tell you, plenty of horror stories about tons of companies, and y'all, it's a double-edged sword. If you close down those factories in other parts of the world, then those people don't have jobs, and I do understand that. I just pray that there are better working conditions for a lot of these people. And I also am very conscious about the people that live in our country also being taken care of, and not just shipping it out to a different country. Y'all, kind of a weird episode.
Why was it a weird episode? We talked
just different. Just like how we're kind of getting rid of stuff, just a different mindset. And y'all, I think that's kind of started from our house search. Just what do we want? Where are we going? What do we actually want? What do we need?
Yeah.
What gives us joy? And
what can we get rid of?
And what are we going to have our next house look like? And not just focusing on resale value of that. And that's the same thing with your clothes. That's the same thing with how you want to structure your life. You've got one life. And if you spend 20 minutes every day trying to figure out what to wear because you're trying to wear something that you don't actually enjoy, you're wasting a full year of your life.
That's tough.
That's tough. That's a lot.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes. And I hope this helps you guys. Like we said, we will link some stuff in the show notes for you guys. And I would love to be tagged if you guys are working on capsule wardrobes, or if you check out some of the brands that we mentioned. I really think that would be great. And we're just so grateful for you guys. I can't believe we're about to hit September already.
Yes.
We're getting close to the 1-year reunion of the Mizell Show.
We
love you guys. So grateful.
So if you guys are enjoying this, definitely leave us a review. Give us the feedback. If there's something you guys want us to talk about, reach out to us on our website at themizellshow.com. There is a contact section. You can put it in there. We would love to hear about it. Or you can always go over to Instagram at The Mizell Show. Also, as always, don't forget to screenshot this episode and just add it to your stories and tag us on Instagram, on Facebook at The Mizell Show. Thanks, guys. Are you loving The Mizell Show? Well, we love you all. And did you know that you can have me and Steven talk to your team or a group of 25 of your friends? All it takes is 25 people showing up on either a Zoom call, a Facebook Live, or really anywhere. hopefully in person sooner rather than later. But how do you get us? So all you have to do is email themizellshow@gmail.com, or you can direct message us on Instagram @themizellshow.